I want to give a huge shout out to Square Enix for sending me a copy of Paranormasight, The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. I wanted to also let you all know that today is going to be a spoiler-free review, and after I finish up a few more of the quest and storylines within this game, there will be a very spoiler-heavy review. So if you guys have not played Paranormasight yet and you want to know a little bit more about it and some of my thoughts, keep on watching. The hardest thing you could do in life is let someone go, but with the small price of collecting soul dregs, you can bring that person back. Paranormasight, The 7 Mysteries of Honjo brings to life a very important philosophical question that we must ask ourselves. Would you bring someone back to life if it meant risking your own life in the process? With 6 endings to explore in this game, Paranormasight really brings a lot of different pieces of a very unique story, a present gripping narrative, and creates a unique experience for the player, one that they have complete immersive control over. What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be diving into my spoiler-free review for Paranormasight, The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Now, Paranormasight is developed by Sheen, and it's published by Square Enix. It's a very interesting game where you control a main character, but it is a visual novel. With curses taking over the district and people being scared and things are happening, you'd think it would be a zombie outbreak. You also have a flowchart allowing different players to go back to certain points of the story that you might have messed up or you might have not gotten the best result or outcome. You can go back to those parts and see, ooh, which route can I take next? Can I take this one? That way certain things happen differently, or what can I do? You can fix things, you can do all kinds of stuff. I swear R.L. Stine would just be in love. Would have been in love with this story and probably created another Goosebumps story around this one. There's so many authors I really think who would have just loved this game. I feel like Stephen King would love this game too. With this game just being a visual novel and it having multiple endings to choose from, I was shocked by how immersive it was in its entirety. Now, as you guys saw, I played a few parts of the game. The only critique that I have, probably should mention this in my first impressions for the article, but one thing that kind of caught me off guard was kind of how the chapters were aligned. Like, it wasn't very clear cut. You would go by hours. You would go by different hours, and you would go by, the character's name 2 a.m., character's name 3 a.m. So it was very interesting the way that they set it up, and you have the different areas which could have been the chapters, but I digress. It was just an interesting way that they set up the chapters, but that's kind of like in open parentheses, if you will. That's neither here nor there. I feel like a lot of people might enjoy the chapter setup. For me, it was just a little bit confusing. This game I thought was really unique because I felt like I was watching a movie, but also taking part of the outcome. Whenever you go into certain parts of the game, you can choose certain events that will lead you down further and further into a rabbit hole until you're just stuck, and certain points you don't know what to do, but an answer always appears itself. That's not grammatically correct. An answer always appears itself. An answer will always reveal itself to you. That sounds much better. Now, the biggest thing in this game, Paranormasight, is how the choices you make affect the gameplay. It's how the story flows. It's how the game is designed, of where the player controls everything. Literally, they are playing God. So when you look at a lot of visual novels, you have some control over your universe and over the characters, but you aren't given total control with the narrative and how things flow. With Paranormasight, you are. At a certain point in some visual novels, the control will be taken away completely from the player, so a cutscene can play out or something can be done to further the story. But when you look at the story in this game, every point, every click, every next turn of the page, it's up to you the way the story goes. You can curse people, you can take control of everything, you can be just a nightmare. You can be an abomination, or you can try to do things that way the outcome is different. So, it's really unique the way this game was set up. This game, like I said, has 6 endings that you can get that are possible to obtain. And when you open access to the flowchart, it becomes so many possibilities that you can get. You can go from different. There are different ways that the story can work itself out. And since this is a spoiler-free review, that's all I'll say for right now. But yeah, when you open access to that flowchart, it's wonderful. The way you play Paranormasight is up to you, so choose wisely, player. But you guys, that was it for my review of Paranormasight, the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. I hope you guys enjoyed this spoiler-free review. I have a few more, I was about to say lanes, different story avenues that I can go down with this game as soon as I go as far as it will let me. I don't know if I have time necessarily to get all 6 endings, but as soon as I have enough to make a even more in-depth like really spoiler heavy review, that will be coming up in like the next couple of weeks. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you all like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe, hit that bell down below because I make videos every day here on YouTube. You guys, I just checked the watch time. We might actually, like before this upcoming month, before May, we might get to 3,000 watch hours. We're at 2,972. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But may you find your worth in the waking world, dear hunter. Stay casually nerdy, and I will see you all in the next video. Umbasa.